Presentation of the colors by the Central High School JROTC. Posting the colors are Cadet Staff Sergeant Isabel Machad, Cadet Staff Sergeant Davin Billingsley, Cadet First Lieutenant McKinnon Wyrick Holtzclaw, Cadet First Lieutenant Isabel Chavez, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jacob Rydens, and Lieutenant Colonel Samantha Rumsey, and singing the national anthem Anna Braciano and Elena Bryson. Please remain standing until the colors are posted.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Mrs. Megan McCamey will lead us with meditation.
Good afternoon, class of 2021, families, friends, and community members. It is my privilege and honor to be here today. The past year has been like nothing we have seen before. We all know it, we all lived it. Everything was turned on end for all of us. We navigate new challenges continually, and hopefully we can all say we have grown in some way because of those challenges. Graduates, as you get older, you realize that you learn a lot from the most difficult things that happen in your life. One of my favorite authors, Glennon Doyle, has a mantra that she continually repeats. She says, "We can do hard things." I actually wear a bracelet on my wrist every day as a reminder that I can do hard things. It's a reminder to me that even when things are difficult or dark or scary, I can do it. That same author says that life isn't hard because we are weak or flawed or because we have made a wrong turn somewhere. It's hard because life is just sometimes difficult. I challenge you to remember that as you leave Central High School, as some of you leave the only home you have known for 18 years, as you embark on new adventures, as you make new friends, and as you take your next step in life. I know you can all face challenges and be successful because you have proven that in the last year. You have persisted, persevered, and today we are celebrating each of you. So class of 2021, remember this: you can do hard things. When life throws you a curveball and things don't pan out the way you hoped, keep going. When you feel defeated, show up again. When you fall down, rise up. It won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. Enjoy today, celebrate with your friends and family, and know that you have already achieved success. Congratulations and best wishes in all you do in the future. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Central High School and the senior class of 2021 welcome you to today's commencement exercise. High school graduation is a milestone in life that students do not accomplish alone. It is through the support and guidance of their families and friends that these young men and women have made it to this important day in their lives. Thank you for all that you have done for these young people. Your caring and support has been a key to their success. It is because of your love and support that we celebrate this afternoon. Our graduates thank you, and Central High School thanks you. This afternoon, we have many members of the Central High School faculty who led the procession of graduates and are serving as an honor escort. The faculty of Central High School works tirelessly with our students. It is through their leadership, support, and caring that our seniors have made it to this day. Please give them a round of applause. Graduation is a significant event in life. It is the last time these students will be gathered together. In honor of this significance, I ask you to make sure all cell phones have been turned off. I also ask that none of the celebrations of the audience detract from the formal nature of the event. Thank you for your cooperation. Graduation marks the passage from youth to adulthood. This is the 155th senior class in the history of Central High School. These seniors entered Central in the fall of 2017, and this afternoon, they will receive their high school diploma and embark on the next stage of their life's journey. It is significant to note that this year's senior class has been awarded over $9,543,735 in scholarships. Wow. As the principal at Central High School, this makes me very proud. Graduates, this has been yet another unprecedented year, as Mrs. McCamey said. One full of social distancing, mask wearing, quarantining, changes, more changes, restrictions, more restrictions, and finally some restrictions were lifted. We started with full virtual. We came back in person for only a week and a half, and then we moved right into a hybrid schedule. and then at semester we came back in person with our masks on. We have been stretched and challenged all year, and we definitely became masters of Zoom. I told the graduating class of 2020 that their school year was an extraordinary time with extraordinary circumstances, and for the class of 2021, I will say it to you as well. But there were still so many accomplishments and memories made this year. Despite a difficult year, you persevered and you excelled in academics, athletics, and your activities. You were still successful. That is what you should remember. As you leave your high school behind, I'd like to impart to you a lesson about challenges. In a recent article in Success Magazine, best-selling author Brian Tracy writes about how it is not what happens to you that counts, it is how you react to what happens to you, especially when there are unexpected challenges. He describes 4 ways to work through those challenges. 1, focus on the future. Whatever challenge you face, focus on the future rather than on the past. Instead of worrying, focus on where you want to be and what you want to do. Get a clear mental image of your ideal, successful future, and then take whatever action you can to begin moving forward in that direction. Get your mind, your thoughts, and your mental images on your future. 2, think about a solution. Whenever you're faced with difficulty, focus on the solution rather than on the problem. Think and talk about the ideal solution to the obstacle or setback, rather than wasting time rehashing and reflecting on the problem. Solutions are inherently positive, whereas problems are inherently negative. The instant you begin thinking in terms of solutions, you become positive and constructive. 3, look for the good. Assume that something's good is hidden within each problem or challenge. Norman Vincent Peale, a major proponent of positive thinking, once said, "Whenever God wants to give us a gift, he wraps it up in a problem. The bigger the gift you have coming, the bigger the problem you will receive." But the wonderful thing is that if you look for the gift, you will always find it. Always assume that whatever situation you are facing at the moment is exactly the right situation you need to be ultimately successful. This situation has been sent to you to help you learn something, to help you become better, and to help you expand and grow. Through this global pandemic, we have all been challenged, but there have also been bright spots. I saw teamwork and people reaching out to help others in need. I saw thankfulness that we could be gathered together in person. I saw a new appreciation of social events. We appreciated more completely things like sporting events, academic events, band concerts, and prom. These things we had taken for granted before. I saw a new respect for science, the health of our family, friends, co-workers, and classmates. So look back on your senior year and all of its problems and challenges, and remember most your successes, and own them, and enjoy them. This class has enormous potential to use this unprecedented global pandemic to learn life lessons most aren't fortunate to experience this early in life. Whatever you choose to do next, do it with a sense of appreciation. Rise to the challenges that are placed in front of you. Whether you're headed to college, the workforce, or the military, take the experiences you have had and do everything with excellence. Make our school, our city, our state, and our nation proud. Each day, I am proud to be your principal, but today, I am proud to have you join me as a fellow graduate of Central High School. Congratulations, class of 2021. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our platform guests. I'll ask them to stand and for you to hold your applause until all are recognized. They are Mr. Roman Becerra, Student Body President, Mr. Jason Simpson, Assistant Principal, Mr. Jason Tolan, Assistant Principal, Dr. Alex Tomes, commencement speaker and Central High School science teacher. Mrs. Megan McCamey, college and career counselor. Dr. Chris Larson, assistant principal. Ms. Brianna Webster, senior class president. Also assisting the administration today, seated to your right, are Mrs. Natalie Atkins, Central High School counselor. Mrs. Katie Kimball, Central High School counselor and department chair. Mr. Mark Peterson, Central High School counselor. Mrs. Cindy Richardson, Central High School counselor, and Mrs. Sarah Dudick, Central High School counselor. A special welcome is also extended to St. Joseph Board of Education members in attendance today, Mrs. Latanya Williams and Mr. David Foster. Thank you. There are many people who put countless hours of work into making our commencement exercises a special event they are. Thank you to them and all who helped with our graduation ceremony this year. A special thank you to Dr. Chris Larson, our graduation advisor, for all of her hard work and dedication to Central and the senior class. We would also like to thank Missouri Western State University and their staff for hosting our commencement ceremony today. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Senior Class President Brianna Webster, who will bid farewell to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Godfrey. Good afternoon and welcome, friends and family. We all appreciate you taking out the time to celebrate this special moment with us. And good afternoon to everyone watching at home who couldn't be here today, whether it be due to limited audience or being 100 miles away from each other. And to my fellow graduates, hey gang, told you I'd show up. To everyone who said that I would ghost you guys, I will be accepting apologies after graduation. Before I dive into the good stuff, I have a few thank yous to give out. I would not be standing at this podium today if it weren't for my mom, for obvious reasons. Hey, Mom. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and I love you so much. Dad, thanks for stepping up to be my father when I didn't have that figure in my life and watching me grow these past 13 years. Thank you, Uncle Butch and Auntie, for always being there for me whenever I needed you, whether it be building my Caterpillar Valentine's Day box or planning my grad party. You guys are my second parents, and I love you guys. To Shane, thank you for being my best friend, hype man, and partner in crime. I love you. Thank you, Dr. Tomes and his wife, Liz, for the motivation, wisdom, and love you guys have given me these past 2 years. To Mrs. McCamey, thank you for always encouraging me and for forcing me to get my FAFSA done. You never gave up on me when I had my meltdowns about whether or not I'll get into college. And I did get into college, so you can say I told you so. Thank you to my Skaith family for growing up with me these past 13 years. To Mrs. Flaska, thank you for always caring about your students. The love and understanding nature you have shown me this year is a main reason why I plan to major in education this upcoming fall. I strive to be even half the teacher that you are. Thank you to the amazing lunch ladies who put a salad aside for me every day and for all their hard work. The class of 2021 will always miss Chicken Nugget Wednesday. To the rest of high school staff and administration, thank you for your patience during this year and for making these past 4 years memorable. There are so many of you that have impacted my life. I could write a whole novel on every one of you, but if I did that, my class would be snoring. You know who you are, and I am so grateful to have met each and every one of you. I am so honored to stand at this podium and deliver the 2021 commencement speech. Many of us were uncertain if this day would even come. Honestly, I was mentally preparing to give this over Zoom. This school year was like no other. However, thanks to masks, vaccines, and staying 6 feet apart, here we are. I can go on and on highlighting every adversity our class has faced. When we were freshmen, the craziest thing that happened was when Kylie Jenner gave birth and none of us knew she was even pregnant. But now, as seniors, looking back as seniors, we giggle and shake our heads. Now the majority of us would say that the pandemic was the craziest event to ever happen. Others would suggest the Black Lives Matter movement, this previous presidential election, or the attack on the Capitol building. Personally, I would have to say Kimye's split is in my top 10. But I think all of us can agree that this year has been one heck of a ride. As we sit dressed in blue, the one question we ask ourselves is, what now? So, what now? It's easy to say that you plan to pursue ease, a high salary, or status. Some of us don't even know what our future holds. Whether you plan to attend college, a trade school, the armed forces, start work right out of school, or just take a gap year, the message I want to give to you is the same. Don't give up. 3 words. I chose something simple so it'll be easy to remember. Don't give up. I know a lot of you are thinking, wow, very original, Brianna. But those 3 words hold a bigger meaning to me now. As elementary students, we were told not to give up. As we struggled to tie our shoes or color inside the lines, we had a teacher or parent by our side encouraging us, you got this, don't give up. In middle school, we struggled building courage. You got this, don't give up, your friends would say, hyping you up as you went to go give your boyfriend or girlfriend a hug in the hallway. And of course, someone was recording the whole event while it went down. As high school students, the phrase grew to have multiple meanings. Athletes, don't give up, push through, 1 more mile, run that play 1 more time, you got this. Musicians, don't give up, just breathe, try that note 1 more time, wrong key, go practice at home, you got this. Artists, don't give up, try a different technique, practice using that media, look at it from a different perspective, you got this. Scholars, don't give up, apply to your dream school, study, study, study. ACTs and SATs are coming up, you got this. Seniors, don't give up. Make sure you join your Zooms, do your homework, social distance, and wear your mask. They said, don't give up, but no football games, no homecoming dances, no pep assemblies, no senior year, but don't give up. When I was writing the speech, I initially tried to avoid talking about everything we missed as seniors. But that's what makes our class so strong. The best time in high school should have been our upperclassmen years. The class of 2021 has preserved and overcome so much, and here we are. We didn't give up. You guys did it. This year has affected my mental health tremendously, and I know I'm not the only one. If I learned anything this year, it's that senioritis and a pandemic do not mix well together. For those struggling with anxiety, depression, or really any disorder, know you are not alone. Don't give up. This year has been hard, and yet here you are. We graduated during a pandemic. I don't think it gets much more impressive than that. Staying 6 feet apart this year, if anything, brought us closer together. We learned to cherish our time together and not to take things for granted. From here on out, I encourage you to live in the moment. As we graduate, class of 2021, you have demonstrated through hard work, integrity, perseverance, and dedication that you are winners. And as a winner, you earn the right to be proud of your achievements. Class of 2021, don't give up. Work hard, be kind, love one another. As you leave the stadium, dressed in blue, hugging your teary-eyed loved ones, I wish you the best of luck. As Dr. Seuss once said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Class of 2021, this is only the end of the beginning. We have learned so much and still have so much more to learn. Thank you for all the laughs. I'm talking to you, Chach. Thank you for all the memories. Central, thank you for the last 4 years, even if one of them was on Zoom. It's true what they say, 13 years goes by in a blink of an eye. I hope our paths cross in the future, but until then, remember, work hard, be kind, love one another, and most importantly, don't give up. Congratulations, class of 2021, and thank you.
Thank you, Brianna. The class of 2021 has many outstanding graduates. The following students met the requirements to receive the distinction of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. The requirements were a compilation of national test scores, grade point averages, attendance, and involvement in school activities. Would the graduates wearing white stoles please stand? These students represent those receiving cum laude distinction. They have earned a GPA between 3.7 and 3.9, an ACT between 22 and 25, an Armed Forces qualification test between 70 and 79, or a Silver Work Key certificate. They have 95% attendance. They've taken at least 3 advanced placement or dual credit classes, or they have a Missouri CTE certificate. and they are involved in at least 2 extracurricular activities. Congratulations. Would the graduates wearing silver stoles please stand and be recognized? These students represent those receiving magna cum laude distinction. They have earned a GPA between 4.0 and 4.19. They have an ACT of 26 or 27, an AFQT between 80 and 92, or they have a gold work key certificate. They have 95% attendance. They have taken at least 4 AP or dual credit classes, or they have a Missouri CTE certificate, and they've been involved in at least 3 extracurricular activities. Congratulations to you. Would the graduates wearing gold stoles please stand? These students represent those receiving the highest honor of summa cum laude. They have a 4.2 or higher GPA. They have an ACT of 28 or higher, or an AFQT of 93 or higher, or a platinum work key certificate. They have 95% attendance. They have taken at least 5 AP or dual credit classes, or they have a Missouri CTE certificate, and they've been involved in at least 4 extracurricular activities. Congratulations to you. Would the graduates wearing blue and gold cords please stand? These students are members of the Central High School chapter of the National Honor Society. Congratulations. Now we would like to recognize the 10 highest-ranking students in the class of 2021. As the names of these 10 students are announced, would the graduates please come forward to receive your award? The 10th ranking student is Mary Grace Monick. Ranking number 9 is Victoria Allen Gustafson. The 8th ranking student is Coles Edward Anderson. Ranking number 7 is Nathan Elias Berry, who is not able to be with us today. There is a 3-way tie for 4th place. The 4th ranking student is Brooke Rochelle Winder. The 4th ranking student is Connor Michael Bell. The fourth ranking student is Roman Paul Becerra. Ranking number 3 is Marissa Nicole Drag. There is a two-way tie for the valedictorian of the class of 2021. The valedictorian of the class of 2021 is Isabella Avery Wiebelt Smith. The valedictorian of the class of 2021 is Grace Tang. Congratulations. Finally, would those graduates who have chosen to serve our country in the United States military and National Guard please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. And now the concert choir, under the direction of Mr. Kyle Minks, will perform a musical tribute to the class of 2021 on the video. Thank you.
Somewhere far from nowhere, I grew both strong and tall.
Our commencement speaker, Dr. Alexander Tomes, has been teaching for 10 years and spent the past 2 years at Central teaching dual credit biology and honors microbiology and genetics. Dr. Tomes has earned his Bachelor of Science from Northwest Missouri State, Master of Science from Minnesota State, and PhD from Arizona State. At Central, Tomes is respected for his energy and enthusiasm for teaching. Introducing our commencement speaker, Dr. Alexander Tomes.
Thank you, Roman. A little windy. Good afternoon, everyone. A lot of energy. First of all, graduates, let me just say how honored I truly am to be a part of your day. When you guys asked me to do this, I was overwhelmed. I'm so glad I could be here to help you guys out today. Class of 21, you did it. Congratulations. You no longer have to take any classes by Barbosa. In all seriousness, there has not been a time in any recent history when a graduating class has had to endure more changes and challenges to their education. Your junior year, you lost half the spring semester. Your junior prom, spring and summer sports, concerts. Your senior year, you had to juggle in-person learning, online learning across different platforms, and the random Hunger Games quarantine episode going down. Now you've adapted to normal schooling again, or at least trying to, and it has not been easy. In the long run, that's a good thing for you. You were faced with adversity and obstacles. You rose to the challenge, and now you've made it to the finish line. You now have training and grit. And that will take you anywhere you want to go in life. That grit is what I'm going to talk to you about today. Just one last lecture by Dr. T. Calm down, Tennille. You're going to make it. Grit defined: firmness of mind or spirit, unyielding courage in the face of hardship. Angela Duckworth is a professor at the University of Pennsylvania, where she studies grit and self-control. Her PhD research was on determining the success of cadets at the notable West Point Military Academy. She and her team surveyed and analyzed over 11,000 cadets over 9 classes. They wanted to see what traits predict successful completion of the military academy. They looked at entrance exams, SAT scores, ACT scores, GPAs, fitness tests, push-ups, pull-ups, 1-mile run, and personality trait surveys. They found that the trait that predicted success the best was indeed grit. Grit is about working on something you care about so much that you're willing to stay loyal to it. It's not about falling in love, it's about staying in love. She concludes talent, how fast we improve in skill, absolutely matters, but effort factors into the calculations twice, not once. Effort builds skill, at the very same time, effort makes skill productive. The most dazzling human achievements are in fact the collective of countless individual elements, each of which is in a sense ordinary. In other words, how you do the small things will be how you perform at the big things in your life. Anybody can get up at 4:30 once, get a workout in, eat right, study right, go to your classes, not look at your phone right away. But the question is, can you do it day after day? The very gritty people among us do this. They have found a singular, focused goal, and day after day, all their small goals and actions are focused on this big goal. So what if you don't have this big goal yet? That's fine. I certainly didn't have mine at your age. So begin at the beginning. Discovery. Ask yourself, what do I like to think about? Where does my mind wander? What do I really care about? What matters most to me? How do I enjoy spending my time? You will need to experiment and try through things. The good thing about grit, like every aspect of your psychological character, is that it's a malleable trait. You can decide to practice being gritty, and to begin building on your ability to persevere and overcome obstacles. It doesn't matter if your family isn't gritty, or if your friends aren't, you can decide to be. The only thing we truly have control over in this world is our reasoned choice, and you can choose to be gritty. Let me tell you a story about a guy that has used grit to get him to where he wants to be. This guy I know had a tough time in high school. He'd lost his father, his mother now had to raise him and his sister. Times were tough, but luckily he had some good mentors that taught him how to persevere. And that what happened within him is more important than what happens to him. He worked hard. He got himself a full-ride scholarship to play football. He was on the path to success. But he would soon find out that getting on the path is much easier than staying on the path. In his freshman year, he would suffer a leg injury, ending his tenure on the football team. This was a disappointment, a setback, but he refocused his goals on academics and eventually graduated and earned a full scholarship to get his master's degree. He was back on the path. His master's program was going well. He focused, worked hard on his thesis proposal. 1 year into that program, the funding agency called and said all research funds are being halted due to natural disasters in the state. Another disappointment, another setback, and a year's worth of work gone. He persevered and refocused on proposing another project. It got funded and graduated a year and a half later. His success and grit demonstrated in his master's program earned him a full-ride scholarship to get his PhD. Still on the path. In his PhD program, he had over 20 failed experiments and projects. This is not uncommon. It's the reason why many PhD programs have an average of a 50% graduation rate. But he knew that it was not the smartest that succeeded in the end. He knew it was those that simply have the will to keep going. Colleagues around him that were much smarter continued to quit. He even had family and friends that encouraged him to move on after years of disappointing experiments. He knew that in the end, the victory goes to the one who can persevere through the disappointments and setbacks and stay on the path. After 6 long years in his PhD program, he eventually got the diploma and now is living his dream. The point of that story is that your success in life will not be determined by how smart you are or how naturally talented you are. It will be how you respond to failures, setbacks, and disappointments. Any of the following thoughts might go through your head right before you quit what you're working towards. I'm bored. The effort isn't worth it. This isn't important to me. I can't do this, so I might as well give up. People that practice grit daily don't swap compasses. When it comes to the one singularly important aim that guides almost everything else they do, the very gritty tend not to utter those statements. They persevere and they stay on the path. To be gritty, you have to have both passion and perseverance. Because enthusiasm is common, but endurance is rare. You won't always win the first time. You won't always pass the test the first time. You won't always get the job the first time. Good. Look at these so-called failures as merely opportunities to strengthen your spirit and realign your strategies to achieve your goals. I'm going to leave you with some advice. The best advice I can give to all you getting ready to go out into this scary world is become comfortable being uncomfortable. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. If you are not failing, you are not pushing your limits. This is where you learn. This is where you grow. When others quit, you push through and embrace the struggle. In the end, the victor will be the one who refuses to quit, the one who realizes the only limits are the ones we set for ourselves. To quote the great Rocky Balboa, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much can you take and keep moving forward? That's how winning is done. Always remember, in the end, winners win.
Thank you, Dr. Tomes. At this time, it is my pleasure to officially present the senior class of 2021 to Dr. Terry Godfrey, Principal of Central High School.
As principal of Central High School, I hereby certify these students seated before you have completed the course of study prescribed by the graduation standards set forth by the St. Joseph School Board of Education and the state of Missouri. You have been recommended by your faculty and administration to graduate from Central High School. In recognition of this, and on behalf of the St. Joseph School District, I have the distinct honor and pleasure to request that you be presented with your diplomas. Congratulations.
Will the graduates now come forward?
Student Body President, Roman Paul Becerra, summa cum laude.
Brianna Marie Webster.
Russell Eugene Powell III.
Trey Emerson Fisk.
Abigail Renee Dallara.
Derek John DeVore.
Dylan Michael Irvin.
Caden Lee Waterman.
Parker Wayne Daniels.
Austin Matthew Young.
Tabor Andrew Warner.
Jake Armstrong Adkins.
Ashton Sage Harchton, cum laude.
Haley Jean Hofling.
Jace Randall Taylor.
Luke Christian Ensign.
Angelo Vincent Lee Reed.
Nate McKinley Boswell.
Dawson Calvin Jones.
Cameron Jacob Collins.
Austin Paul Roderick.
Nao Jung.
Taylor Marion Joe Scott.
Alyssa Marie Goolsby, cum laude.
Clayton Joseph Mickish, cum laude.
Alexis Ray King, summa cum laude.
Go ahead. Tony Lynn Wilson.
Jackie K. Cox, cum laude.
Natalie Lorraine Keller, cum laude.
Lauren Ashley Iman, cum laude.
Olivia Ryan Horn.
Andrea Nicole Brown.
Aubrey Catherine Brown.
Keegan Garner Lewis.
Nicholas Alexander Polito.
Williams K. Johnston.
Brady Tyler McAnally, cum laude.
LeVar Donnell Felder, magna cum laude.
Riley Ann Wettlaufer, magna cum laude.
Sydney Elizabeth Sample, cum laude.
Emma Caitlin Veroshka, summa cum laude.
Mia Nicole Gray, magna cum laude.
Allison Marie Jones.
Sierra Dion Crawley.
Ellison Paige McGuire.
Lillian Elizabeth Cadden, cum laude.
Cooper Andrew Hayes.
Tennille Catherine Long, magna cum laude.
Skylar Michael Jones.
Emmy Renee Thrasher, cum laude.
Emily Christine Alexander.
Brooke Lynn McLeod, cum laude.
Elena Jolie Leffler.
Celeste Aaron Hendricks.
Evie Mariah Logan.
Andrea Emma Urbina.
Caitlin Diane Evans.
Keisha Grant.
Lydia Lee Greer.
Mia Rose McKinney.
Go ahead and scoot. Lillian Michael Wiedmer.
Isabel Grace Hernandez, cum laude.
Michaela Aline Beaver.
Tyler Jacob McCartney.
William River Small, cum laude.
Trey Matthew Eggleston.
James Joseph Jura, summa cum laude.
Daniel Channing Love.
Joshua Edward Evans.
Cade William Harris.
Tangi Dawn Shrofick Forshay.
Madeline Emily Kibler.
Brody Wayne Jackson, cum laude.
Jana Odalis Lucas Mendez.
Olga Lizeth Lopez Garcia.
Nashali Belan Ortiz.
Gerard Meshach Barnes.
James Robert DeGroat Paget.
Alyssa Nicole Paulsgrove.
Christopher Michael Miller.
Lee K. Williams.
Christopher Matthew Barnes.
Elias Padilla Batanco.
Miguel J. Araga Ramirez.
Victor A. Chavez.
Dalton Dexter DeVore.
Tiana Lachey Williams.
Gracie Ann Schroffik.
Jaden Muff.
Cooper Joseph Adams.
Kaylee A. Withrow.
James Michael Arnold.
V2 Fan, magna cum laude.
Anna Marie Teresa Borchers Osmus.
Augustus N. May.
Emma Jane Woody, cum laude.
Soon Kuhn.
Jonathan Jordan Hunter.
Zachary Matthew Williamson, cum laude.
Scott Wesley Nidell.
Andrew David Obermeyer.
Brendan Thomas Doherty.
Brody Logan DeShepper.
Zachary Nelson Parmer.
Zoe Ann Montgomery, cum laude.
Ta Serlin, cum laude.
Vanessa Lorena Tobar. Malika Baltzar.
Joseph Boy Hien.
Is that good? Malika. Jump up there. Jasmine Malika Baltzer, magna cum laude.
Hannah Michelle Hayes, magna cum laude.
Eric Efren Orozco.
Katie Renee Young.
Nathaniel Owen Blakely.
Aiden Bradley Lindstrom.
Quentin Alexander Berry.
Caden Lee Gillenwater.
Chloe Jean Leupold.
Olivia Nicole Woodschmidt.
Ricky Don Cox III.
Julie Tovar Murrow, cum laude.
Ryan Ashley Akins, cum laude.
Jenna Ann Cotter.
Caitlin May Slagle.
Lauren Alexa Byer.
Claire Jennifer Kammerer, summa cum laude.
Michaela Jordan Gertner, cum laude.
Olivia Nicole Gill.
Gage Nicholas Giro.
Reese Aaron Hardy, magna cum laude.
Courtney June Lawton.
Gavin Michael Motzbarger.
Connor Michael Bell, magna cum laude.
Which? Clavoon. Okay. Mason Joel Clavoon.
Michael Anthony Meister III.
Slade Michael Haynes.
Rebecca Renee Perkel, summa cum laude.
Kayla Nicole Zook, cum laude.
Isaac Jacob Rivera, cum laude.
Amanda Mikel Avienda Neighbors, summa cum laude.
Catherine Elenia Kronk, summa cum laude.
Isabella Avery Wiebelt Smith, summa cum laude.
Grace Tang, summa cum laude.
Rayanne Lynn Williams.
Anisha Haven Briscoe.
Andrew Tuan Bowie, cum laude.
Joshua Andrew Fuller, cum laude.
Patricia Ann Gingrich.
Josh Trevor Collier, summa cum laude.
Coles Edward Anderson, summa cum laude.
Henry Foster Scamora, summa cum laude. William Hayes Greer.
Tate Elijah Tolan, magna cum laude.
Parker Nolan Hassick.
Go ahead and step up. Mariana Lene Carson.
Nicole Dolores Johnson.
Stephen Greg O'Neill II.
Henry Elmore Carson.
Elizabeth Francis Robb.
Alexander Ray Eric Snodderly, cum laude.
Okay, go ahead and step up there. Brianna Jean Ruddy.
Callie Michelle Justice.
Michaela Francis Jones.
Emily Kernan Coe, summa cum laude.
Is that legal, a name, or just, okay. Jessa Elizabeth Summers Stein.
Sky Alexandra Fisher.
Kaylee Ann Brazel.
James Theodore Wolf, summa cum laude.
Jason Daniel Fuller, cum laude.
Savannah Dawn Sedlock.
Nicholas Anthony Leonardo, cum laude.
Brittany Ledger King.
Cameron E. Lowrance.
Madison Ann Gonzalez.
Veronica Eve Boos.
Micaiah Lynn Page.
Quentin Maxwell Cassida.
Emma Nicole Hale, magna cum laude.
Brett Thomas Main.
Caleb Samuel Zwernick, summa cum laude.
Damian Joseph Mahica.
Mason Paul Orson.
Gracie May Bardo, summa cum laude.
Ivory Mihi Howitt.
Ella Grace Brown.
Brianna K. Bundy.
Kara Ford.
Kaylee Irene Simon.
Valera Jade Elrod.
Shyla Lorraine Cohen, cum laude.
Cody Chantilly Smith.
Jaden Diane Patterson.
Kelsey Morgan Keener.
Jace Allen Linder.
Langdon Michael Grantham.
Kaylee Joy Pond, summa cum laude.
Molly Grace Carlson.
Sydney Lynn Hagee, cum laude.
Haley Dawn Madison, magna cum laude.
Alexandra Faith Meyer, magna cum laude.
Samuel Truman Willoughby, magna cum laude.
Carson Ross Habrion, summa cum laude.
Haley Trishelle Roach.
Drake James Cass.
Tyson Riley Cook, magna cum laude.
Victoria Allen Gustafson, magna cum laude.
Marissa Nicole Drag, summa cum laude.
Georgia K. Riley, magna cum laude.
Mary Grace Monick, summa cum laude.
Abigail Marie Brownfield, cum laude.
Zoe C. Haddock, cum laude.
Caitlin Marie Jensen.
Brooke Rochelle Winder, summa cum laude.
Anna Claire Braciano, magna cum laude.
Alana Marie Bryson, summa cum laude.
Fernando Regalado.
Catherine Victoria Wise, magna cum laude.
Ian Douglas Patterson, summa cum laude.
Alexis Grace Gonzalez, cum laude.
Michael Alexander Catherall.
Nolan William Joyce.
Wyatt Lee Kimberlin.
Ariani Veras Tejeda.
Rebecca Eileen Evans, cum laude.
Emily Elizabeth Moore.
Keegan Christie Stevie.
Jackson Raymond Sherlock.
Alex Andrew Duke.
Connor Owen Gentry.
Olivia K. Carriger.
Chloe Nicole Myers Humphrey.
Connor Edward McPhillips, cum laude.
Mason Alexander Hayes.
Ava Rose Keeler.
Micaiah Maya Cherie Scheimer.
Jaden Reese Elbert.
Cody William Sollers.
Jaden Michael Bernard.
Hayden Charles Mace.
Zaya E. Hughes.
Chase Michael McCrary.
Briley Elizabeth Peacher.
Caitlin Marie Sample. I can handle that.
Ruby Adeline Doyle, cum laude.
Malia Bailey Moore, cum laude.
Hannah Marie King.
Ryan T. McGarry, magna cum laude.
Sarah Mackenzie Beck.
Logan William Arnold.
Henry Edward Kress.
Chance Parker Deckard.
Doyle DeVere Bowman.
Caleb B. Mason.
Christopher Donald Cronk.
Joshua Dwayne Jordan.
Clarice Renee Taylor, cum laude.
Amaje Amaje Monasha Unique Walker.
Christopher Bryson Pierpoint.
Christian Hunter Stout.
Timber May Ann Stratton.
Noah Matthias Burnett.
Kaylee Joe Arms.
Isabella Ann Chatfield.
Vladimir Lane Dunn.
Emily Kamali, summa cum laude.
Tristan Alexander Pritchett, magna cum laude.
Grace Adeline Taylor.
Gabrielle Alexandra Didell.
Jordan Kathleen Zimmerman.
Jaden Nicole Wright.
Braden Ethan Pyatt.
Callie Sky Chapel.
Lita Michelle Akers.
Shayla Hernandez Mendoza.
Seth Burton Holmes, cum laude.
Jace M. Pierce.
James Philip Foster IV.
Shannon K. Holmes.
Marissa Jane Foster, cum laude.
Cottrell W. Moore.
Seth Andrew Elder. Joseph Berry.
Adriana Jessica Ponce.
Marissa Faith Giro.
Melanie Heather Sanchez.
Zachary James Barton.
Ashton Paige Danner.
Tatum Leona Sisk.
Marley Alexa Vandermolen.
Ethan N. Kleino.
Caden Lee Lovelady.
Thomas Jesse Mann. McCrae.
Colin Lyle Stufflebean.
Corbin Alexander McCrae.
Brittany Danielle Harrell.
Sydney Renee Clamert.
Allison Delaney Ryan.
Jayla Lee Wilder.
Lucia Layla Gabriel.
Hosanna Hosea Sila.
Georgetta Tracy Bala.
Emma Ann Gould.
Sydney Michelle Ford.
Gwendolyn Alexandria Noland.
Eric Samuel Heinrichs.
Dylan Julian Dunbar.
Hayden Jacob Hyatt.
Tommy Carl Keith.
Hunter Joseph Deming.
Seniors, will you please stand? You may signify your graduation by moving your tassel to the left side of your cap. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the 2021 graduates of Central High School. Congratulations.